I think what the problem was, though, was just a rash, and
Yeah.
oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
What?
It's just where the rash was that was the problem.
Oh, right. That's just gross. Don't show us pictures next time.
Well, you know.
I hear you.
Yep. Who?
I can take it from here.
Yeah. So we got this. Caleb was struck mute in the last battle.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Caleb was carried off into the mountains.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Wanna know why the Raja is so jolly?
We currently have technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Well, is it only,
Yeah, I think
Caleb?
it's just Caleb.
Yeah, it's just me. There, it's good.
We're back. Yay.
You're back.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
back.
back.
We were all here on time.
well, actually, we don't know about Victor. He hasn't said anything.
That's true.
Nope. Needs to wake up.
Let me go to a nice, calm soundtrack.
Go to your happy place.
A happy place. Yeah. So, welcome to the Pyro Club.
Previously on Bird.
Someone has an exhale.
Yes. Previously, where were we? Attacked by birds, very large birds, rocks, and a Caleb place.
I think it's Ash. I think you're exhaling into your mic.
Better now?
Listening? I think so.
Either that, or you've gone into like cardiac arrest. One or the other.
Well, she did have it by her nose, so...
Yeah.
It was sitting like...
Yeah. She was inhaling her mic. It's all fine.
Okay.
It's just nasal ASMR.
Oh, yes. So
Except it
good.
wasn't that soothing.
That's what you think.
Oh, you know, hey, teach your own.
All right. Yes. Where were we last time?
We were
Birds.
We're
On
on
a-
the road.
Yeah. Trying not to break roll 20. Hi. Oh, never mind. You're moving us, so.
Ah.
But yeah, we're on a road to the Whispering Temple. Was it called? I think I glanced at
Yep.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The X-wing hangar.
The X-wing hangar.
Yeah.
Because
The X-wing
we
hanger.
Right.
needed an X, and that's the first thing that came up for the DM because it's wonderful.
So, yeah, previously during a short rest, our night watchman Caleb,
Took to the
I
skies.
guess the moonlight glinted off of his pretty armor in such a way that these two rocks decided, what a delicious gift to give to our young. And off he went. And within a few rounds, with over 400 feet in the air, Ithis almost expired, if not for a quick death ward. Rosie dimension doored 300 feet in the air, dangling from Caleb's boot. It was a good time. And
then
Navek
Caleb
mostly stood around looking up and threw a javelin.
And smushing
No,
crickets.
I didn't throw out a javelin.
Yeah.
I threw a spear and
that's
two
true.
hand axes.
Yes. One of which is
Or-
gone forever.
I
Did-
threw
nope, two
two
of which.
daggers. Two daggers.
Did one of those
daggers?
crit? I can't remember.
It would have crit if it wasn't a disadvantage.
Fair.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I'm getting over a cold, so I'm going to apologize in advance.
No.
Meh.
Well, you know
Yeah, I
what?
forgot.
Deal with it.
I like it.
So you are able to finish the rest, and anybody who would like to spend some hit dice can.
I don't even remember what my health was.
I'm
think
good.
I'm
How about you,
good.
Navek? Yeah,
I'm
we're
good.
We're fine.
Oh,
Everything's fine.
you people are funny.
See, this is why you don't wear armor.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
shiny things.
Yes, because
See,
I totally
Navik and I-
expected to get picked up by a rock.
Yeah.
Who was picked up by the rock? Not the people not wearing armor.
Last I checked, I think I'm the only one wearing armor.
Okay, then. Who got picked up?
Yeah, I think you are actually.
Ithis has light armor.
Fair.
Oh. Yeah.
I will give myself for 13.
Ithis has
Yay.
1 hit point. I would advise spending some hit dice, unless you're planning. You're also not transmitting. Your mic is muted,
Yeah, you're muted
Or
something.
it's on push to talk.
or that.
Or that. Or it's just like
Nope.
configured like mine was.
Still nothing.
Nope.
I think Zaltaris broke your.
I
mic
did
too.
nothing of the sort.
Let's blame Zoltar.
Well, I did say we haven't heard anything from him, so
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. So Caleb, you're spending 2.
I've tracked it.
Cool, Caleb.
We'll assume if this is spending several.
Yes.
that's what I'm going to assume. Yeah.
Oh my God, he stopped. He stopped moving.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
he's reconnecting.
Yeah.
Breaking my screen.
Yep.
The rest of your watch goes by uneventfully. Oh yeah, and Rosie, I assume, since you can do it ritually, I assume you set your hut back up.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Of course I do. I'm that kind of cool. Pretty hut.
Doesn't that cost spells?
Not if it's ritual.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I do it as a ritual. It'll be fine.
Ritually.
I just go, oh, I want a hut. I want a hut. I have a hut.
Last, I remembered, not that I want to, throw a
Here
rock
comes Ithis.
at a party, but the banished rock is probably coming back by now.
Yeah. So I think my expectation is that a beast with limited intelligence, having been injured and then banished to a hellscape, even for only a minute, and then to return and not see its mate anywhere, would probably flee home.
We hope. Not seek vengeance.
Yeah. So as long as unless you guys were hoping to get a tasty
Well, there we
rock
go.
snack.
Oh,
There he goes.
There he goes
Oh,
again.
man.
Set up those
I,
scenes.
I think we said that we were going to hide.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I heard. You were running to the tree line, and
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we're gonna hide in the tree line.
so assuming that's true, the rock pops back into existence and then flies home.
Caw.
And pours himself some brandy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Walks in the
Alright.
door, takes off its trench coat, hangs it, hat on the hook.
Puts on a robe like a house coat, just Hugh Hefner style,
Yeah.
ties it, gets a pipe, bubble pipe.
So, is there anything that anyone would like to do before heading back out on the road?
No, I'm good.
Nope.
All right.
Not hearing you, Vic.
Still muted.
So he's muted.
Is your headphones thing the thing on your headphones?
Have you unplugged it and plugged it back in again?
No, the thing that is on his the mute button on his headphone
Yeah,
jack
Double
is like
this?
it's right where he bumps it, and I do it all the time too. When I had the same pair. Anyway, oh hey, drunk Sav. There we go.
All right, you hit back onto the road then.
All right.
Hello?
There
Yep,
he is.
there we go.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay,
Huzzah!
good. All right, I fixed it. And I fixed the roboting.
Okay, roll your hit dice.
Yeah, I'm getting roll 20 up. Sorry, I was having a bad time. Let me get it open here.
Cool.
Life imitates RPG characters, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his laptop is the real Ithis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Right, you all have your own animal, right?
I got my pony Sam.
Yep.
I have digits.
I've got a nameless horse.
Same with me.
I don't know what Ithis would ride, to be honest.
I have a horse with no name.
I feel like Ithis would kind
Oh,
of like.
but that's the desert. The other way. We're not going to the desert yet.
Not yet.
I feel like Ithis would
prepared.
kind of like dart from tree to tree mostly.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
getting
probably
used to it.
fly.
Crouching tiger.
It's
hidden
not
dragon
like
style.
fly all the way, just like stop every couple of trees to
Sure.
rest and wait for the others.
Thank God Eduardo's not here.
Yes.
Damn trees.
Since there's nobody in a covered wagon, I will give you all the option to roll perception as you travel.
Uh-oh.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, because I'm awesome at this.
We're all awesome at this.
Yeah.
I am
I know
very
I am.
perceptive.
I am.
Wow, I guess I am this time. I'm busy looking for more birds
Wow.
to summon.
If I have advantage, I would notice all the things. I rolled one better than Caleb, which is saying a whole lot.
I mean, yeah, it's
My bushy eyebrows, they get in the way.
His bushy just combs it. Put a ponytail holder holding your eyebrows up.
so close, Navek.
No, Navek
Oh.
tied the advantage of Rosie, so.
Wow. When Minchinos has the highest perception roll, we're in for it.
Yeah, pretty much, eh?
Yeah, we're doomed.
And then one more thing, Ithis, are you doing a perception check?
Yes, I need to get my character sheet open.
Oh, gotcha.
God, I can't wait till I get my desktop set up again.
If it's any faster, I can put your token on the map here, so you can shift double click it, and that will open your sheet
It's not
directly.
even loading. Can you roll it for me?
I'll roll it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Okay.
You got it.
I'll figure
Minchinos
this
to the
out.
rescue.
I swear to God. Dad, that problem earlier.
Yep. Okay. We'll take a look. Perception Ithis.
I beat somebody.
All right, cool. And then while you're in there, Joe, you want to give me a wisdom save from Ithis
Sure.
at disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh boy.
17.
still a decent one.
All right. So, I think this is sort of what happens. So, I think Ithis is probably, as you said, you're kind of flying ahead of the group a little bit, landing in a treetop and just sort of enjoying the relative elevation advantage. And while you're up there, you start to feel that presence.
Someone's following me.
It
Again?
feels as though someone is nearby, or at least has eyes on you. And then you feel that unmistakable desire to move north, but something's wrong. Like, it seems hesitant. Like, your urge to go north is now hesitant, and suddenly there's a panic, as though you've lost something important. And your internal sort of perception of which way you're supposed to be traveling just starts spinning wildly, and you actually start to get dizzy. And for a moment, it appears as though you're gonna like fall off the tree. And Minchino sees you sort of teeter for a moment with that perception check.
Fireball.
Yeah. And but you make your wisdom save and you manage to get a hold of yourself again, but something is very, very wrong.
I think Ithis has been drinking again.
I'm going to shout at them. Friends, I need help. Something's wrong.
I got you, big bird friend.
Does Ithis leave the tree?
Yeah, he lands on the ground.
Okay.
And he's going to say something is following us, watching me. I don't know if it's actually here, or perhaps scrying, or what, but something is wrong. And I feel panicked, like I have forgotten something important.
To leave the
By
gas
the way,
on.
I do get off my horse, run up, and hug Ithis, just so everyone's aware. Just
Okay.
If this kind of
okay.
looks down in shock and then like pats Rosie's shoulder.
Rosie, when you release your tunic or whatever clothes you travel in are
Yeah.
covered in feathers that have fallen out on you.
He's molting.
cool.
And Ithis, you start to notice like patches of feathers are just like coming off in bunches.
He's molting.
I am not well.
Birds have eczema?
What?
Eczema.
It's actually not a an inappropriate sort of analogy. Is like as the skin becomes bared, it's like pockmarked and red.
I am. Can we hurry this up and move north, please? I am not.
Well, it's only been
Like a day and a half going west.
Yeah, we still have to go to the other. We have to go to the other thing. We can't go.
Yeah,
north
no, but my health is at stake, and possibly more.
yet. I'm
Can
sure
I
it's all in
just
your
can I
head.
try to heal him with that?
Sure,
Can I just try to do cure wounds?
sure you can.
I'll put my hand on him and be like, "It's okay, Ithis." And I'm gonna cast cure wounds. Hold on.
I mean, clerics, I would assume. Granted, with the clerics we've had in the past who don't heal.
But it's just Rosie. Just
what's with
wants
that?
Help.
What kind of cleric wouldn't heal?
I know, eh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and heal it out for more often.
Oof.
I'm gonna say thank.
An amazing roll there.
She's helping. Shush. She's simple.
Oh, you rolled a 1. All right, so 4 hit points back to Ithis there.
Thank you, Rosie. That rock really messed me up.
It's okay, Ithis. We got
Yeah.
you.
Kind of rocked your world.
Ah,
Yes,
thank
yes,
you.
very funny. Can we get moving?
Just and again, I'm just looking at your total health. So you've spent 2 hit dice. You would have 9 left if you wanted to
Yeah.
heal up a little bit more.
I'm gonna use a bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
I mean, the 10 is good.
Yeah, another 14. That's good. It's better than being at 18.
All right, I'm gonna use a couple more just in case.
Sure.
so,
'Cause-
There you go.
nice.
All right, you're down to 5 hit dice.
so we don't see anything that could be following or watching him, at least from where we currently are, right?
No, and even with Minchinos' 20 there, there doesn't appear to be anything but simple wildlife around you.
Okay. As much as it's only 60 feet, I'll do Divine Sense just to see if I can sense any kind of celestial
Sure.
fiend or undead.
I'll just sit around looking bored.
I felt this in Bremwick when I went missing. And then, bad
When
things
you-
happened afterwards.
You like suck the life out of somebody. You said.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also would we be able to make it canon that Ithis went back and buried him, or would there not be time?
I don't think we have time.
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
think you would have had time. No.
Okay, that's fine. That was something he wanted to do just
Mhm.
because he felt terrible.
Yeah, because I think the mission was like
Yeah. Right.
only
after.
hours after you. Yeah, after you got
Right.
back.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I had thought so, but I just wanted to double check.
Okay, so you're up to 49. It's good.
Better, for sure.
I feel better.
I got better.
And but yeah, there's Caleb, you don't sense the presence of any celestial fiend or undead.
Okay.
However, coming from Ithis in particular, there is so you tell me, what does it look like from Caleb's perspective when you do a divine sense? Does it sort of cover them in an aura? Is it just like a sense or a smell? Is it something you hear? What are you actually interpreting?
I would say, so if I can't see it, it would be kind of a smell in a sense. If I can see it, it's more of like the, for lack of a better term, kind of like the shadow form tendril effect from World of
Sure.
Warcraft.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. So I think what you see then is Ithis himself is normal. Ithis is a living, breathing creature. But the reflection in his bird eyes, as you kind of look him over, there is that sort of waving, sort of black tendril. and it's ever so faint, and it just barely it's that sense of uncanny valley. It's like it looks fine, but something's off. It's sort you get that sort of sense when you look in Ithis' eyes when you're doing your divine sense.
Okay. I'll kind of, as I'm looking at him, I'm like, you definitely don't look well.
No, and this has been happening since before I met you, but never to this degree.
I mean, you are hanging
Never
around
like this.
with Minchinos, so...
Yes, I suppose. But
I can hear you.
I really don't know what. Yes, I really don't know what to do, and I think the only thing I can do is go north. And if we can't make it north fast enough, I'm gonna have to go on my own, possibly. And I'll come back. Don't worry. But this is like not normal at all.
You can't get that far north at this time of year, just so you know.
True. You're right. I'll have to take the ship.
We will make
All
it
right.
north.
Okay, good. It's just like this is I don't know what is happening, but we need to kind of speed things up. I'm sorry. And I know this is important. But if, we want to help. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm afraid I could lose my mind, start draining people left and right, or perhaps die, shrivel, I just don't know. And it's very, very scary. So thank you. Let's keep going.
All right, you guys keep going.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this during
Yep.
that whole thing.
I have my axe.
I have my
Fireball.
bow.
I've got a whole lot of fire.
Me too.
I have my crossbow.
Anyway,
the rest of the day goes by relatively uneventfully, and we can actually skip forward a few days.
A few days.
Pretend there's a travel montage. Vision a map with the red line going along.
So yeah, 4 days are going to pass. Is there anything anyone wants to accomplish at sort of a light pace?
go ahead.
I was going to say, look at the box. Try to open
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Box.
Yeah, what's in the box? Wait, is it a boat?
I can.
It could be a boat.
I can do a ritual identify on it too.
Mhm.
Which probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
What's in the box? Oh, it's probably something like Turkish delight or something.
Oh, yes.
As I said, it's close to, I think I said 30 pounds. It's quite heavy for the size of it. There doesn't appear to be any obvious way to open it.
Yeah, at one of our stop for the night type of things, I'll do a ritual identify on it.
Okay, sure. So you get, and actually, I need to. Identify tells you School of Magic. I think.
Learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires a 2-minute use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item, what they are, etc., etc. Basically, all of the things at your discretion, probably.
Okay. Magic item. So what you learn is when you cast the spell on it, what you learn is everything in about the box itself, not necessarily its contents.
Right.
But one of the things that jumps out to you is that this box has been hallowed. So it is sacred, and you believe that it will react. It'll react violently to desecration, which would be graffiti, damage, anything like that.
Fire damage, for example.
Yeah, anything. Like if you were to smash it, for instance, it may not react positively. You also learn certainly your assumption, or whoever made the roll, I think, was correct. I think it was who identified it as ironwood.
Me.
Navek.
Trapper John.
Trapper John did.
Yeah, you learn that is correct. You learn that the rings that are surrounding it are actually adamantine. They have a sort of like a copper coating on the outside.
Okay.
And you also learn that the magic protecting it is that of Balder.
Okay.
Which you probably could have assumed based on the gold leaf stamp on the top.
That was there.
It still is, isn't it?
Yep.
Wait.
Oh, right, you
Why-
picked it off. I forgot about
So does that count as a desecration?
that. I don't think so. Because it was sort of a label. It's not part of the object itself.
Okay.
Well, it didn't do anything to me, so.
I was hoping for a retcon.
But as,
the camera rewinds a bit, and there's just like an eagle-eye view of just this puff of smoke in the landscape.
And new campaign.
So, do I know what Balder is the patron of? I can't remember.
Yeah, the arts.
All right. And would you tell me if it? Would you tell us if it's like hallowed and all that?
Yeah, I'll tell you when I find out.
All right.
Sorry. Specifically, Balder is god of beauty, poetry, and the arts.
Okay.
You stole from them.
Do
Go
the
on.
arts include music?
Certainly.
God.
All right, Rosie. I'm gonna teach you the Leviathan tune,
Oh man.
and we're gonna play it to the box
Leviathan.
as
Leviathan.
tribute
No.
to Balder.
All
This
right.
is just a tribute.
It's
This
only
is not the greatest song in the world.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's exactly what like all of a sudden that is in my head. All right, let's do it. We're gonna
I
play
don't have a
music.
song for that.
It's probably for the better, really.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
a
so.
triumph. We did what we could, and then we
I mean,
died.
I could technically play the bagpipe song.
AFK for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right. You can both roll performance checks with advantage if you like.
Yeah.
What happens with the
Excellent.
song on?
Oh, that's horrible.
So we got a 14.
All right. I'm gonna perform and hope I do better.
Oh
Come
man.
on, come
Oh
on.
man. Oh,
Good.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
God.
I was like, oh, the one time I just hit all the wrong notes.
Although she rolled 3 dice, so I don't think that one even counted based on. The
No,
rolls.
the one is the halfling luck.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Right.
Nice. And what do you do to ensure that this song is dedicated to Balder? Like, how do you mark it as a tribute? Is there
just
anything,
say
any
this is
special
to Balder.
preparation? It's like a thank you Ohio kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Thanks, Balder. You're the best son of Odin.
Yeah.
You're a good son of Odin. I'm not going to say best because there are
It might
probably
have
others.
more.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Don't. that
Thor
could-
might have something to say about that, but yeah.
Angry Thor. Angry Thor.
You're a good
Okay.
son of Odin.
Okay. Does Rosie do anything in particular?
I play my lute behind my shoulders.
Sure.
Yeah, in the name of. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Okay. So 24 and 14 is 38, which is perfect. So you're playing, the box is just sort of sitting there. And I don't know. I feel like it's like everyone's like sort of anticipating the box to do something, and it's just not. And you guys are finishing the song, and there's like a big crescendo. And when you finish, I picture like Navek's like breathing heavily, and like there's like sweat dripping down Rosie's forehead, and the box is just sitting there. And then,
Pretty much.
yeah. And I think as soon as Minchino starts to clap, the rings just fall out of the box.
Ah!
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We did it. We're the best. Yay!
All right.
So yeah, the adamantine rings. It's weird. They fall out, but they are still whole. Like it's like an impossible thing to have happened.
Huh.
They just sort of bled out of the box in a way.
That's interesting.
So yeah, there are 10 adamantine rings now. If somebody wants
I'll
to,
pick them up.
Yep, I'll
Yep.
put them on my
You
finger.
No,
Good.
I want them.
Can I wear them as bracelets? Like, how big are these rings? Can I wear them as like?
I'm taking 5.
I mean, they're holding the jewelry box lid.
I figured
so
I just threw them in the bag where they're not going to be reacting to anything.
I want
yeah,
to
they're
take
probably like the diameter of like a silver dollar.
No. All right, fine.
I'm tinkering with them.
I
As long
am
as-
gonna pocket. I want to pocket like 2. Just take 2.
All right, so I'll put the other 7 in the bag, I guess, then.
Yeah.
I'll just look at the box.
That was 10.
What's in the
How many were
box?
there?
Yeah,
We
there's
got.
10 adamantine.
Okay,
Oh,
I took
you're-
5.
To
Oh, he took
5?
five.
All right.
I took 2.
All right.
5
So
rings
I've
to
got-
rule them all. No.
Oh.
3 of them go in the bag of holding, then.
How many did you take? You took 5?
5.
Yeah.
I took 2.
They're
5
silver dollars,
adamantine
they're not
rings. So Caleb has 5, Rosie has 2, Navek has
None.
none, and the rest are in the bag.
Yeah, the remaining 3
In
go
the
in
bag
the
of
bag.
holding. Yep.
Okay. So now the box
Hello.
is just sitting there sans rings.
All right. I guess I'll open the box. You're like,
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? And be leading right over it. What's in the box?
Navek, you open the box.
I'll open the box.
So you lift the lid, and inside is this sort of rich material, almost like a velvet cushion, and sitting on top of it, there is what looks like a stone tablet. It is quite small, maybe the size of I don't know, like Caleb's palm, and there's sort of inscriptions on it in a strange writing. But it's like a
Strange.
black stone, almost like obsidian, almost. But there's like an oiliness to it. You know, like one of those old marbles that have like that oil sheen on it. Kind of looks like that.
So
All right.
rituals take 10 minutes, right?
That's right.
I'm gonna just say don't touch them. Hold on, and I'm gonna go over and I'll take one out and put it down on the ground and cast identify on it.
Okay.
Can I? Do you want to read it? Oh, I guess identify with helping them, right?
You can do that, but I'm gonna take 10 minutes to cast identify on it.
It take 10 minutes to cast comprehend languages, anyways.
Okay.
Is it a language I know, anyways? Before I start to read it.
What do you know?
Dwarven and Common.
Dwarven and Common, no.
Okay.
Who else is looking at it?
oh, maybe.
And what languages do you know?
I'll look.
I'm sorry,
Giant, common, and some halfling.
Some
I know the same things, but all the halfling.
Yeah, draconic, infernal,
I'll-
elven, Ignis.
Do a ritual while he's doing his ritual for
Yeah.
comprehend languages.
Okay.
So,
So the two of you
Identify.
ritual.
Ritualize.
Bonus properties, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the rituals go off, and in Chinos, you are immediately flooded with the idea that this is a divine object. It was not created here. This is extraplanar. And in fact, this is a artifact from the realm of air.
Okay.
The airplane?
The airplane, yeah. Can
we break his microphone again, please?
You can blame... Well, actually, you can't even blame her because she didn't even start it. It's my other group that did. But anyways.
I have to be right back for 1 minute, okay?
Yep.
So you guys can...
So in this world, the realm of air is referred to as squall.
Okay.
And this is an object or an artifact from Squall. How it got here and into the hands of the Temple of Baldur is anyone's guess.
I think you mean my hands.
And yes, Caleb, when you do comprehend languages, it is written in Orin, so the language of air.
Okay.
And the writing on it is sort of a. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. It refers to things that you're unaware of, but the name of the where is it here? The name Avalos keeps coming up in it.
Does Ithis recognize that?
The name?
Yes.
Not the name. It is obviously sort of it is close
Similar
to
to
Avali.
Avali, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Maybe
her consort.
You do recognize you speak Orin, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you can take a look and see that it's a poem to Avalos as well, but it's to both of you. It kind of it reads almost, and since you're a paladin and a cleric, it reads as almost like a memoriam. Like it reads as though something you would speak to or write upon somebody's headstone.
So it's two Avalos.
It appears to be, yeah.
Okay.
Do we have like a transcription, or can you just like summarize it?
It's just sort of like a nicety almost. It's like here lies or something like live. You know what I mean? Like it's there's no real facts in it. It is more just like a tribute.
Gotcha. Okay. Very strange.
Call back.
My people are from the plane there.
No, I'm gonna have that stuck in my head.
My people were once on the plane of air. I do not recognize this Avalos, but my goddess Avali is the one I worship, is the one who, the name bears a similarity. Avalos and Avali. I do not know what it means, but this is very interesting to me in particular. Does the quill have any reaction upon this, or whatever entity?
I don't think you have the quill anymore.
Yeah, the quill's in the bag.
Whatever entity is affecting me.
And not at the moment.
Gotcha.
It sort of comes in waves when it interacts.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and am I wrong in thinking the quill is in the bag of holding at the moment?
It is.
It is.
We were worried about its effect on him.
Right.
I don't think that's going to help very much at this point.
So if we need to make the room, we'll just keep that out.
So do Ithis and Caleb share what they have read with anyone else?
Yep. If this does. I don't know if Caleb would.
Yeah, I would.
Then the name Avalos should ring a bell with Navek and Minchinos.
That is the one of the Leviathan.
That's right. Yeah.
That wasn't the Phoenix, was it?
Not
No,
the Phoenix. No.
Yeah, no, that was a different name. But
Avalos was a leviathan of wind. Sometimes it's described as just a storm. Sometimes it's described as a serpent.
Hmm.
Cool.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So it's probably dead.
But why it is this artifact of sort of Goliath culture, and why it's in the hands of the Temple of Balder, and why it's in the hands of a strange caravan in the middle of nowhere.
This is
anyone's
very
guess.
interesting. Well, if it's from Avalos, it must be. Maybe it's a part of my history. And now that it's in my possession, our possession again.
be careful with it.
I mean, if only we had a way to ask them where they got it from, since they were coming from the west.
Oh, we'll never know.
I know. I'll grumble and get back on
Does
Disney.
anyone actually
They were
interact
coming
with
from
it?
the east. They
No,
were
the-
coming from Fort, and they were heading towards the Whispering Temple area.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought they were
We
going
passed
through
them.
Fort Izzy.
Sorry, what was that?
Do you guys are you leaving the object in the box, or are you taking it out?
Probably should keep it in the box.
Sounds good.
Keep the rings away from it for now.
Rain.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'll put it into a sack for, like, to keep the lid together.
Cool.
Ooh.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get a rope too, like, just to keep it closed.
Keep it covered.
So you just sort of bind it with rope.
Yep.
Keep the lid on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then you package that away and you carry on. At the end of your journey, there's a moment where you need to sort of divert off of the road and start heading up into the mountains. You can plainly see a couple of the landmarks that were talked about in the back of the book, where you first learned of the Whispering Temple. And the trail is fairly easy to follow. But I will get somebody to give me a survival check. Low DC, just in case.
I don't
Pepperdown doesn't need low DCs.
So with a roll like that, not only are you able to bring your friends to the location of where this temple is supposedly located, but early on, like a day before you get there, you are able to identify that this road or this path through the mountains is actually fairly heavily traveled. For something that has supposedly only been discovered in the last little while, and only by sort of like scientists and people interested in history, it seems very strange. But there are definitely there's even cart tracks. You can tell that a trail has been blazed here. Like there are trees cut away and bushes stripped down.
Well, that's foreboding.
Mhm.
All right.
Expansion, obviously.
As you travel, do you want to follow the trafficked path, or do you want to find a way around? Like, how do you want to approach this site?
I think we should not go through the beaten path.
Why not?
Seems
The one less
odd to
traveled.
me. It seems odd to me that there are travels to the temple and it's cut down.
I mean, why would a temple be not traveled to? Why would someone build
Well-
a temple to not have people travel to it?
Well, it was only recently rediscovered.
Exactly. I mean,
All right.
I'll follow your lead. This is your supposed temple.
I'm right behind you. And I'm bouncing up and down.
Plus, we might find another entrance. Back door.
Sure. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know,
back over to Stratholm, you know.
Yeah, a back door to a temple.
Now, if only we had the key.
You mean the one that's 10 feet to the left?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
We'll take the back door. Okay.
Sorry, just as a reminder, well, what do you remember about what was described about the temple?
It has an exhaust port about this
Mhm.
big. And
About 2 meters wide.
It's,
Yeah.
It's not the Death Star, it's the X-Wing. Get it right.
whatever.
Uh,
Whatever.
I was shooting magic missiles at Womp Rats back
I
home.
think you said that it was up in the mountains. I don't
Yep.
remember how high. Well, I don't think it was said how high it was. How high into the mountains, how deep it was.
Do you remember how the author described it?
No.
That's okay. It was a seemingly throwaway line. I described it, or sorry, the temple in the sanctuary peaks by the author of this book described the door to it as sealed with no obvious way to open it and no tool seemingly able to scratch it, covered in graffiti in the language of giants, and a profoundly unsettling feeling when near it.
All right.
Let's go up the hill then.
Yeah, let's go up the hill.
So following the path,
Yeah, we'll follow that.
so you head up and probably let me think. Probably just before evening, so the sun is just barely above the peaks of the mountains, so it's still bright, but it will be dark soon. There is the smell of wood smoke in the air, and you come up on a hill that descends down into what is immediately recognizable as a camp, a large camp, a number of tents, and many of the tents have the T rune emblazoned on them
Wonderful.
of Tyr.
Oh, fun.
Oh, it's those guys we like. Oh. Yay.
Yay.
Those are the
Um,
bad guys, right?
Yep. Yeah. Those
Yeah.
are.
Okay, I don't like those guys.
Rosie, with your passive perception, you immediately recognize that you are very visible at the moment.
Like all
What
of
would you
us.
guys like to do? Or what would Rosie like to?
She
I
is
like-
very visible at the moment.
So
Yeah,
we are-
so her understanding of spotting things and things like that would sort of immediately pick up on the fact that you guys are sort of looming over the crest of a hill, looking down on the camp, and are quite easily spotted at the moment. How does Rosie react with this information?
I'm just gonna shift over to whoever's close to me and go, either we back up or we go in. They're kind of watching us.
And who would that be?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm gonna say I'm next to Caleb. Like, either we should back up or go in.
So, explain to us exactly what we see. Like, it's just a large camp, but is it just like, is it military-esque? Is it just,
It has the trappings of a military camp to your eye, Caleb.
Okay.
This is the kind of place that you would have spent quite a lot of time when you're sort of in your active soldiering days. But it does appear to be a little bit weathered. Like, it looks like it's been dug in for at least a couple of months. Some of the tents have sort of semi-permanent wooden walls built up to sort of support, and there's at least 4 campfires active at the moment. which you're thinking that this place probably supports upwards of 30, 40 people.
Okay. And I'm assuming we can see somebody or somebody's currently.
Yeah, you can definitely see there are a couple of people on the road about a mile away down the path.
Okay. Yep, I'll turn to the group and be like, guess we should go around. Unless we want to burn everything down.
I'm not against that plan.
I'm not against it either, except they're really hunkered down.
Well, we can always just... What was that?
Is there a way we can get around the side, or would the path just go straight into the camp?
The path goes straight into the camp, and there appears to be a bunch of wagons, strangely like farming wagons and things like that. Nothing military-like. Like there's no like huge caravans here. They're all just like little carts and things like that.
Okay. I think we should just go ahead on through. Just pass on through.
All right.
I will, I think I still have it on me, right? My
There,
your
hat
hat
of
disguise.
disguise.
Zoop.
You'll be a different kind of dwarf. You can be a goblin.
What is the range of my animate objects?
60 feet.
Oh, darn.
What are you going to animate?
I was trying to cause a distraction, so I don't know, maybe a bucket and
Oh, wait,
a
sorry.
broom.
120. Oh, you can do a whole legion of buckets and brooms depending
I
on
was
the
gonna
level.
go full-
Legion.
Yeah, I was just gonna, you know,
Friggin'
All right, so
Fantasia here.
go full and just distract them. They're like, what the?
Yeah, I'll
we're just going to go
disguise
through.
myself.
Yeah,
Sure.
you just go on through, and I'll ride up towards the front,
I'll stick close to him.
and I'll just say to Rosie, "You're Petunia now. Remember."
Petunia, got it. I might remember.
Please try.
I was like, Petunia,
All right.
Petunia.
Where's Ithis?
Yes, where is Ithis?
Right, wait.
He's riding on one of the horses with us, I guess.
He's kind of darting around, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna suggest you should sit on one of the horses with us, maybe behind Navek or
Gotcha.
something.
Okay. All right.
Perch on his shoulder.
Assuming the hat of disguise only changes my facial features, right? Or does it change everything?
I think it's everything.
I think it's everything.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a mask of many faces.
Okay.
All right, let's go on in, and we'll be confident in Stephen the Magnificent-y.
I will put my hammer into the bag of holding and pull out Eduardo's.
Oh my.
Okay. I will allow that.
I will allow that. Ooh.
Well, I'm carrying
I
the
mean,
thing.
I can walk in with it if you really wish, but this plan's
No.
going to go downhill
No.
extremely fast.
Do we want to put the box in there?
I'm pondering.
Yes, let's put the box.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Let's put the box
Smart.
in
Let's put the box in the bag.
A 30-pound box.
It'll
in
be
the bag of holding.
Huh? Okay.
fine.
Does it fit?
Hopefully
In
we
it
can
goes.
Shoving.
It's got a drawstring. It's fine.
Yeah, I trust you.
All right, so the hammer, Caleb's hammer, and the Balder box go into the bag of holding.
Okay. So Caleb is disguised.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the order of people at the moment?
I'm also going to cast an alter self. And the only thing I'm going to do with it is I am going to change my tiefling color to a bright red.
It wants to be shiny.
So I'm not the black with red eyes that
Mhm.
might be identified by certain tier people.
Ooh, Rosie is going to cast Prestidigitation and clean her outfit.
Okay. But otherwise unchanged?
Otherwise unchanged.
Okay.
That's fine.
Navek and Ithis.
Big surprise.
I'm just gonna kind of pull up my hood on my cloak, I guess.
Okay.
Navik.
I'll put the bear hood on.
Poor
The bear head hood.
That
Or
bear
Winnie.
looks so familiar.
I know, eh? There's something about it.
Anyway.
Looks well fed. Whatever it was. All right. So as soon as you sort of start moving towards or down the hill, you can see at the base of the camp there are a bunch of people start sort of moving about and talking. Somebody sprints off to a tent, and you can tell or you can hear somebody sort of shouting. And from your vantage point, you can see a number of individuals sort of moving to the front path. Who is in the front?
Me, Navik, and Rosie.
Okay.
Yes.
I have one question, and this is for Rosie.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
42.
When you're approaching, what does your face sort of personality look like?
Smiling.
I'm just grinning like an idiot, like always.
Okay.
It's the only face she has.
So as you're riding up, and I assume you're sort of just walking casually up.
Yeah.
Trotting.
Trying. Sure.
So one of the guys in like big heavy armor, he's got like a long blood red cloak over one shoulder. He's like kind of squinting over, and he locks his eyes onto Rosie. And then he does one of these, like he's reaching back for somebody, and nobody's there, and the person behind him is just like sprints off into the distance. And you just hear him like shouting. What do you do?
What is he shouting?
He's shouting alarm.
Oh. Good job.
Alarm?
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
I'm just gonna say to the guy, "Hello, we're traveling through and came upon your camp. I apologize for causing any inconvenience. My name is."
Before you do that,
Oh.
as soon as he starts yelling alarm, weapons are drawn. So before you approach within 30 feet,
Okay.
they appear ready to like charge.
All right. I'm just gonna hold up my hand. Whoa!
My hands
Hold
are up.
on.
Hey.
We're just traveling through. We're not here to cause any trouble. We're coming from. What's the name of the town? The
Fort
fort.
Yazid.
Fort Yazid.
Or is he-
We're
yeah.
coming from Fort Yazid and just traveling through on our way south.
The man in the armor points at Rosie and says, "That's Rosalita Dandelion.
It is absolutely not Rosalita Dandelion.
Turn her over now."
Who's that?
He's like, "Enough."
How far is he
I'm
away?
still.
How
He
far
draws-
away is he?
Did you move forward at all?
No, we stopped when they drew weapons.
Yeah. So he's moved about 10 feet closer within 20.
Okay.
This,
How far?
So
Can
20
I-
feet.
Can I throw one of my fireball beads at him?
Well, this escalated quickly.
Yep.
All right.
Sure you can.
We aren't called the Pyro Club for
Are they
nothing.
clustered?
There are two of them at the moment that are real close together.
Where can I get the maximum efficiency for a fireball bead?
If you could probably hit 3 at the moment. Actually, let me measure it.
Something
Yes.
wrong, Joe?
You can hit 3 at the moment.
I guess I'm not talking my way through this.
Not anymore. Well, as soon as I heard hand over Rosalita Dandelion, I was like, all right.
But what did she? I'm curious what she did, but
I'm curious what
I'm
I
guessing-
did. What did I...
I'm guessing it's because of the High Inquisitor stuff.
Probably. It could be.
Oh, but I didn't give my
She
name.
didn't.
I changed my appearance.
And I always wear the same stupid hat with the big feathers.
Exactly.
No, I wasn't
One-
wearing it. I was in a costume. I was wearing
Yeah.
a costume.
So, full disclosure, the only person who you've ever called yourself Rosalita to was Brother Heed.
Yeah.
And the reason I asked what your face looked like is because the way you were probably described as always grinning.
Oh no! No, I screwed myself over with my kindness.
Yeah.
Crap.
Just
Damn it! Should have been like.
a halfling with golden locks who's always beaming. So it appears as though they have been tipped off about some of your appearances, and
Gosh
Rosie
darn
fit the bill almost exactly. Joe did good to change your skin color. Caleb definitely did well to put on a disguise, and Navek and Ithis actually don't have great descriptions other than
Yeah.
your apparent race.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Um,
Rosie
I'm
screwed
starting
everyone
with
over.
the fire.
But let's get back to the fire bead.
Yes.
Well, how is this gonna go?
It does have two of them.
So yeah, you're just hucking a fire bead.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. What's the DC on a fire
know.
bead?
I don't know.
It's been a long time since you got
Probably
got
like
those.
probably
Let
like
me
a
go
13.
find
That's a
out.
default.
Yeah, I think it's in your
Oh.
inventory. Here, let me see.
Necklace
This
of
will-
fireballs. 15.
Oh,
save
there you go.
DC.
15.
DC 15.
Nice.
All
They're
right.
usually pretty
So I'm
good.
gonna make 3 saves here.
Throw up to 60
And-
feet. Excellent.
Deck save.
No? Yeah, that
One
did it.
success.
Oh, good, a brute.
That's a failure. All right, 2 failures and 1 success. Go ahead and roll 8d6.
Fun. Blam.
Not
Yeah.
bad. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Only 2 ones.
Yeah.
Would have been like your worst fireball.
All right, and then let me move you guys over to a map.
Yep.
Get you to roll initiative.
And fight 40 things.
So, as I said, though, I don't know if that came through before. We are on our horses still. We were riding slowly.
Yeah, so I don't have horse tokens at the moment,
That's
but
fine.
we can assume that they are
Token.
on the map.
Well, for movement's sake.
Pretty.
Yeah.
All right. Well then.
So, let me just go ahead and get a little fire icon.
Oh, we're setting buildings
The
on fire
battlefield.
again.
Has changed
Yep.
a little bit.
Ever.
And it
This one's
wasn't
on
me.
fire.
And it
This one's
wasn't
on fire.
It
This
wasn't
one's
me
on
this time.
fire.
Just to be clear, it wasn't
Maybe
me.
this one a little bit.
Everything's on fire.
Where are we at? Oh, this
Bottom
is a big
left.
map. Jeez.
That's what she said. Oh, wait, no, that's not us. Where are
Wait,
we?
what?
Oh, over there. Okay, I see.
Bottom left.
Why did she
I
say
see it.
that?
What? Where? Wait, how? What?
Was it? What?
I don't
Huh?
know. I
Who in
heard
the
why,
what now?
why did she say that? And I'm like, what? Oh, the
It's
fire is
alright.
moving.
Ooh.
We have fire. Fire.
I don't know if I like that fire. I like this fire better.
Find the X-wing. I'm a little initiative.
Little X-wings
What
everywhere.
a initiative! Well, not too bad actually.
That's better.
average.
Nice.
I got average.
Actually,
initiative.
for Caleb, that's pretty good.
I can't say that's above average actually. My average is usually about 5, maybe 3.
There we go. That looks better.
Fire in the hole!
All right, so let me double check another thing because this is going to matter right now. So, if you are riding a draft horse, you have a movement speed of 40
Go digits.
while on it, and I think Digits actually has more now that he has
the Zephyr.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
digits.
think
That horse
Zephyr?
has been everywhere.
it has.
It's
Few
gotten
horses have
around.
traveled as much as the noble draft horse of Digits.
It's true.
Top of a mountain.
Digits leveled up.
Could you imagine just level the horse up? Becomes a war horse by the end.
Okay, so it doesn't actually give you extra speed, but Digits is floating 4 inches above the ground.
Sweet.
So you can basically bypass unstable or
Difficult terrain.
water or fire.
Yeah.
You can just ride over it. Lava. Okay,
All those
Great.
are here.
the war horse, which is what Navek is on, I think has a movement of 50, but I just want to double check.
Remember, if this is co-riding.
Oh, right. So it actually has a movement speed of 60. With 2 passengers, I will say it's 50, but I expect Ithis is probably going to take to the air pretty quick here.
Well, I
Yeah, he's
expect
gonna
if
peace
it's
out.
going to take care of the horse, and I'm going to get off the horse.
Oh, okay.
Would taking to the air be a good choice? I don't know.
There aren't
Probably
any
not.
rocks. There are no rocks. Where
Well, there are
Fair.
probably
I
archers
don't know
or
how many
wizards
archers, yeah.
that can aim.
You take the note first.
That's a big horse.
It is a large creature.
Horse. The
That
horse
is
is
a big horse.
amazing.
Navek's steed.
That's a big pony.
That
They are large
Horse.
creatures.
Really?
Yeah, Digits is also that big. It's a freaking horse. Horses are huge.
Yep.
All right,
Digits.
there's Digits.
We had a digits model once upon a time.
We
Yeah,
did.
I had one. The funny thing is, like, because it was designed to not go on a grid,
Yeah.
when it ties to a grid, it just turns into this big fat pony. So maybe we'll use that for Sam.
Aww. Silly Sam.
Aw.
Actually, there's actually a pony creature as well. But this one we'll say is medium. Oh, it actually just drops onto the map as medium. Great. Here you go, Rosie.
Yay, I got a pony.
It's underneath your token.
Proud of
Good
me.
luck finding it.
Oh, gosh, that's funny. Okay. So now that that is done, I need to roll some initiatives here.
And same with
Oh, yeah. I
Rosie
have to roll
and
initiatives. Yep.
Ithis.
This-
And it is, yeah.
And despite being surprised and kind of just sighing in resignation, Minchinos is also glad we actually didn't take those away from him.
I mean,
Wow, these initiatives of theirs are...
amazing.
Yeah,
Well, they just get hit with a fireball out of nowhere, so...
yeah, that's true. They're a little stunned.
Ah!
Head over her! Fireball! Crap.
So this round, I'm only rolling initiative for the 4 closest to you, and then each round I will introduce ones that are further back or in tents.
So, just to be clear, is this area here that I'm clicking, is that up on a rise? Is that uphill?
So the whole camp at the moment sort of descends. So there's like a downward slope from where you're standing to the top right corner of the map.
So this guy here actually has higher ground than us right now?
Which
Okay.
one?
The one up in the upper left.
Oh, the upper left?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Sorry if I misspoke there.
We have the upper ground.
No, you have the low ground at
Oh,
the
okay.
moment.
Yeah. Yep.
You've descended into the bottom of like a valley, and then it starts
Rises,
climbing up on
gotcha.
like a mountain face.
Cool.
Okay.
Way to go, Anakin.
All right, let me sort this.
Ithis still needs to roll.
I thought he did, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Initiative. Don't forget to click your token. I've done that like 3 times already.
Let me see. I probably should be more healed up for this.
Oh well.
You
Stay
had
in-
your chance.
Stay in the back ranks.
I don't
care of
think
the
you can
horse.
actually. Oh, there we go. Who has the highest initiative between Minchinos and Ithis? Or dexterity,
Dex.
sorry.
My dex
Chinos.
is 13.
Okay.
And if this is 15.
Is 13?
No, I'm 13 if this is 14.
All right, so it'll go Ithis, Minchinos, and the Aegis of the 13 people.
Okay.
Or actually, since you tied, I'll actually let you guys decide who goes first if it matters strategically at all to you.
Not off the top of my head.
No? Okay.
I can go first, but I'll let Ithis call that one. It's his role.
So the quick blade over by this campfire is going to spend half of his movement standing because he was currently eating soup, and is going to
Now, well, too.
sort of break your line of sight behind the burning tent, and that's his turn. Navek.
All right. I am going to get off my horse, and I'm going to say to Ithis, "Take care of the horse."
I
And
trust
I
you to
am
handle
going
this.
to go over here and rage.
Okay.
Do I want a frenzy? No, I don't want a frenzy. Maybe. Do I want a frenzy rage?
Should I be angry? Should
I
not
love
be
how a
angry?
barbarian is trying to, as he's rushing into battle. How
it's a thing
angry
that one.
am I gonna be?
Well, I'm just
do I
thinking, do
really
I want
feel?
to have disadvantage on ability checks for
Right.
the week?
Probably not.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right.
I
I'll
w-
just,
I think that would be an artifact of the the switch to the week long for exhaustions. I allow for the recovery of 1 level per short rest now.
okay.
So don't worry about
So,
that. Yeah.
One day, like
Same thing,
sleep
yeah.
at night. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Or no.
Then I will. I will
Okay.
frenzy rage.
All right. And you're going after the Aegis?
He looks like a spellcaster.
No, he is actually quite armored. He's wearing plate mail.
He's the shield guy that we.
Yeah.
Yeah, if and anytime he's got plate mail and a shield. Yeah, he looks pretty tanky. I can describe some of their clothing if it helps you decide targets. The war priest is also wearing plate, although no shield.
Mhm.
The brute in the back is just in leather.
All right.
Um,
I think I'll just go with this one right now,
'Kay.
since he's right there.
Yep.
And it probably took some of my movement to actually get off the horse.
But you just step off the horse.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe
It's already-
movement to mount, but getting off, you just kind of go.
All right. Well, I'm just going to attack now.
Okay.
Ugh.
18 does not hit.
Did think so.
The giant axe kind of comes down and he deflects it away with his shield.
Okay. And second attack. Not better.
Nope. Kang! Another reverberating strike.
That's it for now.
For now.
Did you not Frenzy Rage?
I did, but rage.
Oh, it picks up the next
bonus.
round. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, Rosie.
All right. I want to.
You are currently on Sam.
Well, I want to get off. Is that a action to get off him?
No, just,
No, you can just step off, but you do have more movement while you're on the horse. If that changes your plans at all.
I'd rather not be on him because
Okay.
it's my pony. So I'm gonna get
Sure.
off him and stand pretty much like next from where I am, and then I want to go. Hey, watch this, Vincinos. Produce flame, and I'm gonna chuck it at the guy. Oh, there's my pointer. At this guy.
you just-
Okay. The one with the armor?
Yep.
Okay. As he is raising his shield to deflect Navek's axe, your flames just sort of like slams into the shield as well and sort of dissipates, curling around the edges a bit.
Oh, I was hoping as he was doing it, it would like come from the side and just.
Yeah.
Darn.
But
I will inspire Ithis. I will
Okay.
bardic inspiration and be like, Ithis, take these guys down. And
As you
that'll be my turn.
all right. It is Ithis' turn. You are bardically inspired.
Yay.
Yay!
right.
I
Wow.
believe in you. You can do it.
The drone of a bagpipe starts filling as the battle starts.
Yeah.
Why?
it's very imposing. It's very imposing.
Yeah.
All right. Let me think here.
Hey,
We're all wearing-
bagpipes were
I'm very-
originally
I'm
war
all-
instruments, so.
I'm low on spell slots to begin with, so I'm gonna cast Bless. Yep. You know what? On Navek, Minchinos, and Caleb, and that's. Can I choose one more? I forget.
You can do it. at
If
level
you
2.
cast it at 2, you can.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay. So
And- Caleb, Minchinos, Navek, and myself.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
not Rosie.
Not Rosie. I'm sorry, but
Yep.
you already can support us. We're kind of more the damage dealers, so.
Where is? Oh, there's Caleb. He's lost
I'm
in
on the
digits.
horse.
All right. So
Just
you
put it on the digits.
and you're concentrating on that. That's 10 minutes. 1 minute.
1 minute.
All right.
1 minute.
I will actually add a tracker for if this is Bless here.
All right.
And anything else? Do you want to move anywhere?
No. I'm
You
good.
good? All right. Vincinos.
All right. I turn to Rosie and I say, "That was pretty good. Now watch this." And I'm going to move to here,
Mhm.
and
Oh, here it
I'm
comes.
gonna, with a wink at Rosie, I'm going to start sort of chanting at them. I'm not going to compose one off the top of my head right now, but a little chant about how much they suck, and I will cast Bane on these three right here.
Ooh, Bane. I can use the
Yeah.
red dot. Bane.
Bane
Uh,
must make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Target fails this saving throw, makes an attack roll or save. Must roll a d4 and subtract the number on the attack roll saving throw roll.
What is the
16.
D16? Okay.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
All right. The and
Pages?
nothing on a
I think nothing. I think
on
a
save?
save is just to resist.
Priest. All right, baned on the priest
Excellent.
and the brute.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are the 3 that I can see within range.
You're all taking my ideas. Fine.
Nope.
Excellent.
All right.
And then I will move back to over here.
All right, perfect.
Right.
Sorry, I need to shut off my password manager because it is slowing down my roll 20.
Silly password managers.
Yeah, so any attacks that priest or the brute make or saving throws have to have a default as a subtraction.
All right, cool.
And that's also a minute long. So it can do that the same tracker as the bless, I guess.
Yeah, I will actually. I think that's. And you are concentrating.
Yep, so the alter self fades.
All right. So you turn into something that is far more recognizable.
Yep.
And
but they're gonna die in a minute anyway.
currently they only have eyes for, or at least the Aegis who's acting now only has eyes for Navek.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Aw.
You made a friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
proud of you.
So as an action, the shield, sort of like he kind of like levels it in front of him, facing Navek, and grabs his holy symbol, and the shield sort of glows with this sort of flash of light, and that's what he does. That's his turn.
Ooh. Flash of light.
Okay.
Caleb.
Someone's got shield of faith, probably. What am I doing? I didn't know what that was. Oh. Thanks, Nightheart. I appreciate it. So I'm afraid that Digits will die if I brush him in there, so I'm not.
So one thing I'll say is when your mounts are on the map, as soon as you sort of get off of them, I will say as a free action, you can kind of go and tell them to like get to safety.
Okay. But while we're mounted, if I run in with it, he's a valid target.
He is, yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I. So I will hop off. And that takes how much movement? Just my 5.
None.
Oh.
Well, yeah, 5 to move forward. Yeah,
There.
yeah nothing extra, I should say. Rosie, would you have sent Sam to safety?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. And the warhorse.
Sorry, me?
Yes.
Ithis is on the warhorse. I can
I
send him to safety right
yeah.
now.
Please do.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. I just want to know what's a valid. Not that the horses are particularly threatening to them, but if someone happens to throw a fireball and there happens to be a horse in there,
Ooh, roast horse.
So
Horse
I
meat's good stuff.
would like to charge the war priest.
all right.
I don't know if it's actual charge option, but
Are you? I'll let you if you want to swap weapons before you get into melee.
oh, I can get my Odin's hammer back.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Sure. I mean, I think
I'll grab it
that's
and toss it.
on-
As soon as Navek throws like a fire bead and there's an explosion, I feel like Caleb's just like,
Here you go. God.
I wouldn't even wait for you. I'd just be sticking my hand down the pouch by your leg
No,
and be
get
like,
out of my get out of my robes, you dwarf.
"Do you have
What
2
a horse.
fireballs in there?"
Oh
I have all
my.
kinds of things in there.
Yeah. So I'm assuming there's no. I don't think there's any charge mechanic, right? So like, I kind of want to like kind of grapple him to the ground.
there's a shove mechanic.
I don't want to shove. I want to.
Do you want to? You want to stop
will-
his movement?
I will grapple him. I will attempt.
Okay, sure. So you can give me a
A
opposed
wonderful
athletics. Something they aren't the best at.
How hurt were they by the fireball? By the way.
Wait.
Relatively hurt.
Okay.
Sorry, do you want to know like an absolute number or a relative?
No. Like, do they seem like it took a lot out of them, or they're?
The war priest is like not bloodied, but
He's hurting.
is about a third down, I'd say.
Okay.
Right, strength.
Minus 1d4.
Minus 1d4.
They won't matter, so it doesn't matter.
16.
To a 12. Unless I have advantage, then yes.
Would anything give you advantage at the moment?
Unless the charge does.
How many feet did you move?
25.
Sure.
Like, I pretty much
You got
hopped
a
on
running
digits
start.
and, like,
Yeah.
hoofed it.
Dwarf momentum.
I'm okay with that.
Cool.
It's a cannon mechanic now.
I am a
We'll use it
cannon.
against you.
Um,
All right, so he's grappled.
cool, and with that, I will attack him.
All right.
I get advantage because he's grappled, right? No. Yes. I do.
No.
I don't?
No.
If he was prone, if you knocked him prone, you would. But
Can't
But
he
then I'd
can't
be
go
prone with
anywhere, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I will whack him. That
whack.
Ooh, yeah. That
That's a
hits.
good whack.
also.
Smite.
That is a
Smite.
No.
that is a hit.
I'm holding it.
All right. They are bloodied.
Wow, that was quick.
So you charge in with your shield and you just like reach and grab them by the sort of their cloak and just
Yeah.
like clobber them in the head with your warhammer.
Yep. For the sake of action, I'll say that I don't have my shield out because I think it'd be kind of hard for me to grapple with my shield and still hit him.
Yep, sure. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. You need a free hand for
Yeah.
grappling. So yeah,
So I have an 18 AC.
18. Okay.
Just grab him by the collar. Wham, 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 wham.
Yeah, the war priest is actually wearing a helmet, but as you like clobber them, there's like a crunch, and like the top of the helmet just like caves in just a bit.
Brains oozing out.
Not quite there, but
me a
it is
minute.
no longer an effective helmet. All right, the brute is going to try and
Step back. You step back.
I'm going to give them a perception check. So a brute's role in combat is to lock down casters. So I'm going to give him a perception check. Who has cast a spell this round? Ithis, Minchinos
Nope.
has.
That's
You
Only
cast
those-
a Bane.
I cast a bait on him.
Does Bane
All
have a
three of them.
verbal component?
Yeah, they do.
I believe so. Well, yeah, especially because it's a bardic spell.
And I did produce
Yeah.
flame.
Yeah. Bless.
Does Produce Flame have verbal?
Yeah.
Okay. And Ithis cast
Bless.
Bless, which has
Bless.
verbal. Okay.
Yep.
So
Everyone.
He has a choice of 3.
Oh no.
No, he can't get to us in one round, though, can he?
no.
Yeah.
So where did he start? Up here?
No, right by the bucket.
Yeah, that's. Hold on, I'll tell you. Yeah, because that was.
It was somewhere around the bucket area.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
right there.
Yep, right there, because that was.
Okay.
I had to move to 30 feet to
Oh, okay.
get him in my range.
So actually, he can get to Ithis with his 40 feet.
Can't do anything yet, though, right? Oh, he's got 40 feet movement?
He's got
God damn.
40 feet. Yeah.
Sorry, Ithis.
He's a lanky,
Sorry.
long-legged man.
He's
Or
going to use his action to restrain.
Okay.
So
It has previously grappled.
previously grappled. No, it's not. It's going to use its action to grapple you.
All right.
13
May roll.
-4 or D4.
Yep, minus D4.
minus D4.
The first
Strength
time we've
check
used
or
Bane,
saving
so
So
I'll
a
have
10.
an-
You need to beat a 10
yes.
on athletics or dex.
Strength check. Okay, athletics. Or Dex. Right.
or
Acrobatics.
acrobatics or whatever.
Oh,
You can roll a d4. You
Bring
need
it.
4 to do it.
Yeah, you blessed
Come
yourself.
on, 4.
Bless
Come on,
yourself.
4.
oh.
Actually, would that
Alright,
even
well-
matter? Because isn't the
Wait, you are also bardically inspired.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
So a D6? Or no,
Like a
you're
D-
I think it's a D10 now, isn't it?
D10, yeah. D10.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey!
all right.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So as he's charging in, the filling airbag of the bagpipes is just droning in your ears, and for some reason it just sort of like you just like wrest yourself away from his arms. You are not grappled. That's his turn.
Cool. All right.
War Priest, who is currently grappled by Caleb
bring
and
it.
getting clobbered in the head, doesn't like to be in this situation.
really?
Yeah,
Whatever.
I know.
odd.
So how are they going to get out? They are going to sorry, I always get thrown when an NPC has a spell list.
I know. I always have that.
Yeah. I think they are going to cast at freedom of movement on themselves.
But difficult terrain and spells and other magical effects. That's fine. My arms are not magical.
Automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as a creature that has a grapple.
Oh, find it. Be that way.
And they are now
Free to do what
it's
they
not
want.
concentration, actually.
Nope.
But they burn a level 4 spell.
It's fine. Let him step away from me and I will bash him in the face again.
Are going to use their 30 feet to run backwards.
Yes.
And it is the Quick Blade's turn. Back at the top of the initiative order.
I want to hit him.
You can now hear over to your right, there is a cage and a wagon with warhounds in it. And they are sort of barking. And you hear other barking coming from another place in the camp.
All right.
For now, the Quick Blade. You also hear a bell starting to ring.
Might be time to run.
Don't run. You burn.
What do you mean run?
Like an
You're ready.
entire army here?
Oh, we're fine.
Famous last words. We're fine.
Quick Blade rounds the corner of this burning tent and suddenly are presented with all of you. And they kind of stop in their tracks. They just go, "Ugh!" And will fire a crossbow at Caleb
Rude.
and get a 12. Does 12 hit your
That's
18?
no.
All right, that's their turn. Navek.
Do we want to take a small break?
It is 10:30, so yes.
Cool.
Let's take a fiver.
We will take a
minute.
quick break and be back with more
Emer-
explosions.
Emergency poop. Emergency poop. It is time for emergency poo.
Oh my goodness.
The little
We'll be
animated
right back.
After we poop.
La, 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 la.
We're back. For a quick break.
Hmm.
They didn't hear you. You were talking. I had you on mute because you were still talking. So don't worry. They didn't hear you.
Damn it!
They just saw
Nice
you
try.
yammering on, and I just started talking over you. So it's all fine. But last we left off, things were on fire.
Yeah.
Something fire, bane and pain.
Yeah.
It is the Pyro Club, and it
Yep.
is Navek's turn.
All right. I am going to go after the brute. I'll take the attack of opportunity if he takes it against me.
All right.
Just made the music. There we go.
He will hit you with his longsword. 14.
Miss.
Okay.
All right. Time to attack the brute.
You are flanking.
Yep.
A 15 hits.
All right. Good.
They are not well armored. They appear to be built for mobility, so that hits. All right, good.
I like that.
All right, so like an arc of electricity sort of like crackles through the wound, and he kind of screams and sort of arches his back. Your next 2 attacks. Yep, that hits. So close, so close. All right.
Not as good, but all right. And third attack. Oh!
Oh damn! All right, it happened.
Oh,
Bring it on.
nice.
Gonna devour.
I should have popped popcorn.
No way.
No kidding.
All right. So, when the Leviathan Edge crits, so you strike him the 3rd time, and suddenly this like black shadowy tentacles sort of pour out of the blade of the axe,
Yeah.
and start wrapping around the brute. And it's almost as though your axe is trying to like take over your attack. You have 3 options. You can do the grip of the Leviathan, so basically restrain him. You can devour him, where he starts taking force damage, or you can siphon his strength. So basically, he can be pulled into your axe, and you get bonus damage equal to his strength modifier for 1 minute. He does get a saving throw.
Every turn?
Yeah, but you can. He doesn't on the initial attack.
Okay.
So at the end of every one of his turns, he can try and make a Wisdom save to escape your axe. But in the meantime, he seems like a pretty strong guy.
Pretty strong, yo.
Sure. I'll siphon his strength. Why
Devour!
not?
Devour! No.
I want to see what the
All right.
the siphon strength is.
So the Leviathan Edge is just like sort of growing all of these arms, and they're wrapping around him and like coming out of his eyes and ears, and suddenly he is just shrouded in these tentacles, and then it starts sliding him back into the blade of the axe, and he is gone.
Does-
and your axe
Does he
is
take the
now-
damage first?
Oh, he takes damage. Yeah, you got to roll that damage.
Oh, that'll do nicely.
Cool.
Damn.
All right. And 5 lightning.
Just curious.
Yep.
For the brutal critical,
Mhm.
does... Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, okay. Never mind. I got it. It's there.
All right. it disappears. While he is in your axe, you have a bonus +5 to your damage.
So what happens
Okay.
after the minute?
After he basically gets puked out of the weapon.
If he doesn't make the
Yeah.
13 DC wisdom.
Yeah, but you can hold multiple creatures in there, and all of their strength can add up. So you can just fill your axe with bodies.
And then we just watch Axe vomit up bodies.
Why did you do this? Why, Liam? Why would you do this? How is this a good idea?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So yeah, right now Navik's veins are basically just pumping black.
Whew, that's
so yeah.
hardcore.
The brute is no longer on the battlefield. Is there anything else you would like to do, Navik?
Yeah, I'll move back here.
Okay.
Well played.
And I'm looking right at him. I'm like, you're next.
Yeah, he's just like, what devil is this? All right.
Odin's coming for you.
At the very back of the map.
That's what I do say. Odin's coming for you.
All right.
Oh, the sharpshooter is way back there. Holy crap.
Oh, I see. I was zoomed in.
Wow.
Do I have the
So we're at
correct
600.
movement rules on here? I don't. I think it's farther away than that. There. Now we have Euclidean geometry.
Language.
What's the range on a longbow?
600.
It's
That's the
150,
highest.
right?
Yeah. I think
to
disadvantage
600
is
is
320.
Really? I thought it was 600.
Yeah, 150, 600.
Yeah.
All right, so they are going to come.
Maybe that's a short
down.
bow?
Short bow
30
is, yeah, the
feet?
350 or something like that. 300.
Yeah, they're going to move 30 feet.
They're not obscured from there.
So you guys all have what I guess what I'm going to call. They can't see Navik because you are right by a tent, and Caleb, I would say, has 3/4 cover.
Since he's a
I would
dwarf.
actually think Minchinos has cover as well. I think Rosie and Ithis are visible though, because remember they have the height advantage.
Yeah.
So he can see over top of a lot of the tents.
What about that
that-
fire, though? You got this raging.
Yeah. That being said, I think Ithis is still out of range, so I'm going to take a disadvantaged longbow shot at you. So it's 3 shots. An 18 to hit. A 16. And a miss.
Yeah. First 2 are hits.
So 14 piercing, and I will get you to make 2 DC 10 concentration checks.
There are saves.
Yeah, concentration or Constitution saving throws. Yeah.
Get this? Can you hear him?
No.
Yep. He could not hear.
Oh,
Okay.
you got shot.
Oh jeez. Oh god.
I'm-
Why is everyone getting up on me?
You're gonna
You're
Up
in
to
sight.
full. You should have healed up to full.
Yeah, you should.
okay, and one more of those. All right.
Oof.
You do have blasts on you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Add a D4.
It's kind of
1, 4.
ironic.
Yeah.
You do it.
Nice.
There you go.
All right,
There
you
we go.
maintain the bless. With
You-
the bless.
I was going to say you maintain the spell you're trying to not lose
Yeah.
with the spell you're
So
trying to...
it's yeah.
Hide.
Beautiful.
Hide at this. Hide.
Yeah, hide in that tent over there that has the orange top.
Yeah, there's a wagon right here. It's open maybe on this side, but still.
Yeah, it's totally not.
All right, the Houndmaster is going to use his action to dash, and he goes 60 feet towards
Yeah.
the dog cages.
I Hide behind the rocks.
And his warhound follows him.
You also took 14 damage at this.
Okay.
Rosie.
Excellent. So I'm going to attack the same one I did before with the fire. This time, let me bring it up. I want to cast Hail of Thorns on it. So I will.
All right. So that adds
Once
to your
attack.
next
Yeah,
your bow shot. Okay.
yeah. And then I'm going to use my
Next is
crossbow on it. Where are you, crossbow?
So you're hitting the quick blade or the heavily
The
armored
one
guy?
right in front of Navek.
The heavily armored guy?
Oh, is there an...
There's this one here, and this one here.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I want to go for the quick blade.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I cast it on the quick blade, and then I'm going to...
Blam.
Miss.
And I miss.
Yeah, the hand crossbow kind of sails into the tent.
Not the bolts.
And
the crossbow.
burns up. Yeah, the flap kind of falls, and now the tent is starting to sag.
No.
Oh, darn.
Did you want to move anywhere or
Yeah.
bonus action anyone?
Wasn't the other thing my bonus action? My Hail of Thorns, it was the bonus action.
Oh, yep, you're right. Sorry.
Yep. So, yeah, that'll be...
You are still concentrating on that though, so you can use it on a
next
next attack.
Yes, yeah. All right, then now I'll stay where I am, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
The shielded guy is going to make 3 attacks on Navek.
He is
He's going
not
to
afraid
shield
of you.
slam you.
Mhm.
Okay. Give me a strength saving throw.
Hold on.
Hooray!
Oh, you're
All right, so he slams into you with this heavy shield, and he's like trying to knock out your knee. Does not succeed. You take 3 bludgeoning damage, halved from your rage, and then he's going to
Have
swing
it to
it.
the rage. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
You saw it there.
and then he's going to try and hit you with his longsword.
Yeah.
Okay.
17 and
Oh, first-
15. First one hits.
The
9 of
17
it's halved, and then the radiant I don't think you can have, right?
No.
All right, that's his turn. Minchinos.
All right, I saw the arrow flying, coming in from that direction, and I see the war priest leaving. So this will drop the bane, but I am going to. This is visible to others now. I am going to drop a wall of flame. So 60 feet. I'll basically start here. So it's 60 feet long and 20 feet high.
All right. Yeah, that'll block it.
Also roasting the war priest, hopefully.
Yep. So you want the fire coming towards you?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter actually at this point. So sure, we'll have it pointing this. He's going to be in it, so it doesn't matter when he starts.
Right, that's true. What's the length of it?
60 feet long, 20 feet high.
All right.
So, yeah, right, basically.
How wide is it? 5 feet?
I believe
one-
so, yeah.
1 foot thick. The radiant, the damage zone is 10 feet, I believe.
Yeah,
10 feet.
depending on the way you push it. Is it going
Yep.
away from us or towards us?
No, it's going to be coming towards us.
Okay, because you want to hit the quick blade in that, yeah.
Sort of like that?
Basically starting on the war priest and blocking. So,
Gotcha. Let me measure that. All right,
About-
that's
yeah.
more or less right.
close enough.
So yeah, you block the line of sight from the sharpshooter for sure, and the priest will say is in that. So go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
And you said
I have to cast a spell for 2. All right.
Oh, did they get a save?
Yeah, they get a DC 16 dexterity save.
Actually, the quick blade will take that too, right?
Yes, he will.
War priest dex save. Nope. It's a lot of fire damage. Quick blade, a little bit better at dex saves. Still fails.
Yes.
24 points. All right. Ooh, that's a big hit on a quick blade. All right. So yeah, and that's concentration?
Yeah, so the Bane drops, and that's concentration now.
All right, beauty. Any movement from you?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to switch back to the token thing. I'm just going to move over here. Actually, yeah, sort of behind Navek and
Okay.
behind the wagon.
Sure.
Yeah, close enough.
Ithis.
Right, so I'm going to cast a healing spell on myself because I need it.
Yep.
And I'm obviously being targeted, so let's
Hide
see.
behind the horses.
With the wall of fire up, I don't think they can see him now.
No.
No, but may as well be a good chance.
Or you can just go over there.
I don't have that many of these spell slots. How hurt are people?
I'm fine. We're all fine.
I'm fine.
We're fine. You're hurt.
How are you?
I'm fine. Everything's
Gotcha.
fine.
Yeah, everyone's pretty good at the moment.
Yeah.
Good, okay. Let's see.
Is that fire spreading, by the way? I
The,
notice if you
the
were
tents?
expanding it. Yeah.
So the ones that are sort of isolated can't spread. The
Okay.
one closest to Navek and yourself might spread to the wagon, but they won't.
Okay.
There's nothing to burn on the road where you're standing.
Got it.
Alright, I'm just gonna cure wounds myself. I don't have anything else that's not like really high level and I need to save those spell slots.
Cool.
We're gonna go with a level 3 spell slot.
Yeah, that's a nice heal. Holy crap.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it is.
21 points.
Nice. Nice.
Over half.
Yay.
Cool.
And are you moving anywhere on your turn?
I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Okay, and just to
Being
be
in the-
clear, you are not in the air at the moment.
No, I
Okay.
am not. That would make me way too visible.
But that updraft
Are
from
you
the fire.
sure?
Are
You don't wanna be
wanna
in the
up
air.
there? I'm pretty sure my archers aren't that great a shot,
Not at all.
you know. All right, beauty, Caleb.
So, would I have seen this guy running before everything became a flame of fire?
If you haven't seen him, then you definitely heard him because he is yelling like a crazy person.
Okay. And then we saw the locked up dogs when we came in, right?
Yeah, they would have been in plain.
Okay. So if that's the case, I am. Oh wait, I can do this. Wait, how is it? I click and hold Q.
Yeah, click and hold your character token as though you're moving
Yeah.
them, and press Q for every leg of the movement.
Gotcha. So I want to move here. I know a prompted attack of opportunity. It's fine.
And you're not dashing, right? You're just trying to get into line of sight.
I want to get in line of sight of him. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the Aegis will take a swing at you.
That'll hit. For a whole
It's
1d9
8 and 1.
damage.
Yep. Yeah, they don't hit hard, but they're tanky.
Cool. And then I am targeting Mr. Hound Dude. With full person.
Ooh, okay. What kind of save is that?
Wisdom
Wisdom saving throw versus.
versus 14.
All right, Houndmaster. All right, he is held.
Yes. Plan
Nice.
is coming together.
So you're concentrating on that, and
Yep.
the Houndmaster is paralyzed
In mid-run.
I know.
in
I-
mid-run. Ah! Oh, my back. My back. Oh, jeez. Dogs, please help me.
No,
that's
stop
all
biting
I
me. Why?
have.
All right.
Is
and
there
you-
food on that table? Did he fall into the food? Is he covered with the
My
food?
cabbages.
Are the dots gonna?
Yeah, I think he's just sort of like stiff. And he's just like standing there, like. Ugh. All right, that's the end of Caleb's turn.
Yep.
All right, the Saboteur will move through the camp. Dash. The War Priest, who is burning to death. What happens at the start of their turn,
Let's see.
if anything? Or I think it happens
I
if.
think it's at the end of the turn.
at
If
the
they
end of
end
the
the turn,
Yeah.
Okay.
So as long as they're not within
enters the
10
wall
feet of
for
it.
the first time or ends the turn there.
So yeah, you hear like, "Oh my god, it burns!" And I think they're going to move. They're actually in rough shape. What are they? I think they're going to move back. Rather than getting closer to the fight, they're going to get further from the fight.
Run away, War Priest. Run away.
Yeah, and I think they are going to try and heal themselves. So how does Cure Wounds is plus D8 for each level, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So they're going to use one of their third level spells.
3d8.
Lots of ones, lots of ones, lots of ones.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
And that's their turn. So it is technically the Brute's turn, who is currently inside Navek's axe.
That's right.
They do not succeed.
I'm
Uh,
happy.
and
I'm
it is
happy.
back to the top of the round.
Mr. Quickblade.
So it was a +5 damage, right?
Yeah, you currently have +5 to whatever you or every attack, basically.
Okay.
So it's basically like doubling your strength score.
Yep.
So Caleb is not quite in range.
Of what?
So he's going to move 15 feet this way.
Ooh. It's coming after me.
I forgot to use this last time. So the Quick Blade has an ability called Pick Off the Slow One.
I'm not slow.
So he has advantage on rolls against the creature with the lowest initiative on his enemy's side.
I rolled above average.
Yeah, I actually forgot a lot about this. So,
It's the anti-Caleb.
although he does not have his sneak attack still. So he didn't need it anyway. You can make a Constitution saving throw against the poison.
Constitution. Hold on.
Damn.
Yeah, that's Caleb for you. I do have bless though.
Yeah,
That's true.
definitely.
1.
Oh.
Hold on. Wait. Thoughts are coming back. Brain's working.
You're a dwarf.
Yeah, you have resistance poison.
I do,
Wait,
but I also have my
You're
aura
also a
protection.
paladin.
Yeah. So I can add my charisma modifier to it, so it's actually a +2 on top of that. So that'd be 16.
All right, beauty. So you take 12 instead of 24,
And that's halved because I'm also resistant to it.
and your resistance, so 6.
Woo!
So 10 piercing and 6 poison.
So 16.
I think this is only one concentration check, right? Even though it's 2 damage types,
Yeah.
it's only one attack.
Yeah.
So
think so.
DC 10 concentration check as well.
Oh, yes.
Beauty. All right. You maintain your spell. You're like poison, rookie. And it's Navek's turn.
Navek, the inhaler.
Yeah. Yeah. The longer you fight too, the more your axe starts like bleeding up your arm and all this
man.
these
Do I notice if it
shadowy.
looks any
tendrils.
similar to like Ithis' image?
Not quite. Although it's like sort of in the same theme.
Okay.
You can, like Jordan, you can flavor this as much as you want, but like I kind of picture like the tendrils that are going up your arm almost look like moving tribal tattoos.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like animated ink almost,
Howie.
rather than
You're
actual.
welcome. You're welcome.
Just a little Navek kind of flexing on his arm.
Yeah.
That's canon.
But yeah, you can. I mean, however you want it to look, it looks like that.
All right, that sounds awesome. As I am going to reckless attack the Aegis in front of me.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, so you do have bless.
I don't think 17 will happen since 18 didn't work before.
There.
Yeah. So
that's
the spell that he cast previously allows him to retaliate when he's struck, or when he basically isn't struck. I should say. So he parries away the blow, and what is the damage die on your weapon?
1d12.
1d12. So he's going to do. Basically half the damage die back to you in radiant.
It's flash.
Only on misses though.
So stop missing.
Well, I tried, but apparently the reckless attack failed either way. All right.
Next
Again.
swing.
Do this. 27. Yeah.
Yep, that one works. Yeah. So the this time he blocks again, and this time it feedbacks with this blast of light, and your axe almost reacts like an angry animal when that happens, and it strikes out, and I feel like it actually pulls the shield out of position so that you can strike him again.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
17 and 4 slashing.
Mhm.
Go ahead with your third attack.
Third. Let's do this.
Yep. That is a hit.
Wow.
And do you have the +5 in there, or
Yes,
am I
I
adding
do,
the
I
+5? Okay.
I do have the +5 in there.
I mean, considering you rolled a 5, yes.
All right. He is bloodied. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I'll just snarl at him.
Yeah. So as soon as his shield is wrenched out of position, and he's looking into this horrendous visage of this frothing at the mouth and weird tattoo magic, and like he has no idea what he's up against at the moment, and he doesn't like it.
No, probably not.
The sharpshooter is just going to try and sprint down the hill and find a position, and that's their turn. The Houndmaster doesn't do anything.
You can do another wisdom save at the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn, he makes a wisdom save.
Fails. He's still
Rosie.
Excellent. All right, so I still have the concentration up for Hail of Thorns. So I do want to try again with my like crossbow on that guy.
On the quick blade, sure.
Yeah, on the quick blade. Please be better.
Ooh, yep. That one works.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll,
the-
roll that
yeah.
Hail of Thorns damage.
What was the Hail
I think it
of
was a
Thorns?
1d10.
Mm-hmm.
Hail of Thorns. Okay, cool.
And I think it bursts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it bursts.
Oh, they make a dex save, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah,
We'll do
in
that.
addition, Ring of Thorns spreads from your weapon in addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack, and each creature within 5 feet, which is nobody at the moment, makes a dex save against your... What's your spell save?
I have no idea. Spell save is 15.
They just barely make it.
Rude.
So they took half damage of the
So they just take the
extra.
half, yeah. But so the arrow bursts in their face, and they kind of like sort of reel as they are trying to reload their crossbow, and the shards kind of shred the tent behind him, and it starts to like threaten to collapse forward. Is there any movement on your turn that you would like to take, or bonus action?
Oh, I do want to. Who else needs to be inspired?
Manchinos! Manchinos! You want to inspire Manchinos?
I hear a chirping sound. Might be Ithis? You might want to inspire Ithis.
I feel like I need to help Caleb. I don't know. I got this. No, I'm gonna inspire my buddy Manchinos and be like, I believe in a thing called love and fire. I believe in a
Love
thing called
of fire.
All
I'm
right.
down with that.
Burn,
You're
baby,
inspired.
burn. Disco Inferno. Burn,
Okay.
baby, burn.
And are you staying put?
Yes, I'll continue
All right.
staying here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, the shield bearer is going to. Jeez, what's he gonna do? He's gonna try and shield slam you again, Navek.
Okay.
15 does not hit you.
Does not.
Okay, and he's going to try and longsword you.
Mhm.
19. So halved slashing, 6 radiant, and he's actually going to use a thunderous smite as well. So there's like the shockwave that blasts forth, and he's going to. $2d6 thunder damage additionally,
Thunder.
and I'll get a strength saving throw from you.
Don't mess this up.
So it's 4 extra thunder damage.
And it's pushed back.
Nope.
Yeah. Do you
I
want to roll
am-
your bless?
I have 28.
Oh right, you have
Rachel.
advantage at the
Yeah.
moment. Yep. So yeah, it's just like
Barbarian.
there's like dust and flames and like bits of ember in the air that just goes like spraying back. And as he like pulls the shield down, he looks over it, and you're still standing there. He goes, "Oh!" And that's his turn.
And if the whole camp
And she
didn't know
knows.
we were here, they do now.
All right. How badly hurt did the quick blade and the Aegis look?
Actually, before I do that, he's got movement, so he's going to use it. He's going to run, basically wheel backwards right into the fire.
Okay.
You can take an opportunity attack, and
Devour.
and Shinos can. Well, he gets a dex save, I guess. Eh?
He gets a dex save to have the.
Is it still reckless attack? Oh, reckless.
You are still reckless, yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So
So
did
25
his-
would hit for the
Yep.
shield slam.
Gotcha. So do another strength saving throw just to see.
Yep.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll take off 3 for that damage
Uh,
on the shield slam.
So your Leviathan edge attack was a 16? Or no, it's still 25.
25, yeah.
So that hits. Yep. And then he fails his dex save.
All right, so he got.
Yeah, this guy's shook.
Boom! It's
Wow.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. All right. So as he like backpedals, he gets clocked again with this horrific weapon that Navek is wielding, and then he kind of stumbles backwards right into the wall of fire. Ithis.
Oh,
He's all right.
My
He's
turn.
not dead?
Oh, sorry. Did I skip right
Yeah,
over
you
you?
skipped me.
Yeah, I
You
did.
skipped
All right. And Chinos.
All right, so he just looks pretty hurt.
He does, yes.
All right, then I am going to get your emotes ready.
I wonder what it is.
I'm gonna throw a level 5 fireball just on the other side of the wall
Okay.
because I want to catch him while he's in stride.
All right. You got it.
Which mediocre. Which also coincidentally will hit the other two guys over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
All right. We need some dex saves. Do you want me to, I'll start with the quick blade.
Okay.
I think he's still in that, yeah? Yeah, he is.
No. Oh, he would be.
Is he just
Okay.
outside?
He's
It's
just
20,
outside.
20-foot radius, right?
20-foot radius,
Yeah.
yeah. So he would not be hit by
No.
it.
Oh, okay.
But the Aegis seemed a lot more dangerous, and he's
Yeah.
running.
All right. Dex save from the Aegis. All right.
What?
Apparently the fire caused him to just like, and he kind of wiggles out of the way somehow.
He still
or-
takes
Yeah.
19 damage.
The person you can't see behind the wall will make a roll as well. Fail.
Mhm,
That's 39 damage.
Uh-huh.
And I think, is the War Priest within it?
Yes, he is.
The War Priest who's frantically trying to heal himself.
Yep. Utterly fails it.
Utterly fails it.
And he takes
All right.
39.
Doing work. Yeah, he's on death's door now.
Oh!
He wanted him dead.
Yeah, he's close. If he hadn't healed the round prior, he'd be dead. Not that you wanted to know that. There's also a whole lot more fire going on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and like spread this a little bit.
that's fully gone.
So that was an explosion that might knock that fragile tent over onto the quick blade. Just saying.
Yeah, I buy it. Give me a 1d12.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the tent actually just like falls forward and like envelops the quick blade, and you now just see him like struggling like a wacky inflatable armed flailing tube man that
Yeah.
happens
Nice.
to be on fire.
Yes, my favorite kind.
All right.
You okay?
Joking.
Fine.
He'll be fine. It's fine. It's normal.
Move on. Look away.
Actually, Liam, I do have a question. What are the blue dots on our tokens except for me?
The blue dots on Ithis is bless.
Oh,
Minchinos
concentrations?
is those are concentrations.
Okay.
Yeah, blue dot is always concentration.
All right, just making sure.
Except in the case of the Aegis that's passed. Forgot to take it off. All right, Ithis. Unless Minchinos, you want to move anywhere?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I got a good view of the wacky wave guy.
All right, let me think. I'm running really low on spell slots.
Cantrips.
Yep, cantrips are your
Yep.
friend.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame that.
The quick
that
play.
quick flame. Yep.
All right, he has disadvantage.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he does.
And it's a dex save. 14, so he fails.
No trees were harmed.
And 19 radiant on a. Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
Yep.
3d8.
I should be using that more often.
Jeez. All right.
Usually
Yeah. You blast him with this like radiant spear, and it just like pierces through the canvas mesh of this tent, and you just hear this like really high pitched shriek, and he starts flailing a little slower. Like a dagger kind of punches through, and he starts like cutting himself out, and you just see this saddest head like coming out of the tent, scorched, just like part of his clothes are on fire.
Aw.
That's sad.
I'm thinking about Jim Carrey right now.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Rhino. Yep.
Fire
Oh.
Marshal
Oh,
Fred.
right, I see.
The poor rhino.
I was thinking Fire Marshal Fred, but okay,
okay.
the Rhino.
I was thinking the Rhino.
If the
With
Fire
someone.
Marshal Fred came out of the Rhino, there we go.
Oh gosh, visual.
Oh man.
Ithis, do you want to move anywhere?
Nope.
Okay. Caleb.
I think you guys, from the sounds of it, from where I am, you have that area taken care of. So, I guess we'll just start heading this way. Oh, screw it. I'm using my full movement.
Yeah, anybody watching from any elevated position at the moment, this basically looks like, I'm going to age myself here. Did anyone watch a lot of MASH when they were a kid?
Yeah.
Anytime they started taking like artillery attacks, I feel like that's what this looks like. All right, Caleb, you run.
I'm doing a dash to there.
Okay.
That's gonna be my turn. 'Cause that's all I can do.
All right.
Smiling at him as I have my hammer and shield out.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, this is super bad. All right, I gotta move some of these fireballs to the map because they're getting in my way of my tokens. There's too much fire on this map.
I beg to differ.
We need more, apparently.
All right, so
It's like a meteor swarm.
the saboteur is actually going to cunning action hide.
I mean, yeah.
Since we, yeah.
And then they are moving. And that's their turn. The war priest, who is slowly burning to death.
Poor guy.
That poor war priest.
They are going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Ooh.
That's concentration. And then are going to run into this tent. And let's see. I think Navek and Minchinos, you can just barely see that happen if you draw
Okay.
a line to
Yep.
the left
Yeah.
of your firewall.
Yeah.
So you know he's in there. I won't hide him. And you can relay that information as you please. That's their turn. The Brute is going to try and get out of Navek's axe again.
No.
Nope.
Poor guy.
The Quick Blade has managed to like carve out their body. They're going to like sort of step out of the flaming wreckage that is surrounding them, and kind of see that they are alone with the entire group.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm going to give him a little bit of an intelligence saving throw. All right. So he's not going to run directly into the firewall. But he is going to use his action to sprint off the map. So basically he's running into the hills and the trees.
The
Okay.
trees are alive.
And it's Navek's turn.
So he's off the map. We can't see him.
He's one square off the map, so if you want to target him, he's still within range.
Okay.
Let's see.
Just push him.
You
would
take
I
a little
take
fire damage.
I'm just gonna. Would I take fire damage if I went there?
End of the turn.
Yeah.
End of the turn. So if you move
Yeah,
after,
if you end your turn there, you'll take it within 10 feet, I think.
Yes.
Oh, well, if I kill him in 3 hits, I can always just go back.
yeah,
That's true.
Exactly. You'll be fine.
Also true.
So, reckless attack again. And
Plus 1d4. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't think that
no,
So
it's
easy.
possible. Yeah. So clang off of his now burning
Clang.
shield.
With the trolley.
And he's actually going to
yeah, do the damage,
Retaliate.
the half damage.
Oof.
6 radiant.
Nice. Okay.
The 22 hits.
Good lord.
Oh man.
Oof.
Got max lightning damage. That's something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure thing.
Yeah, boss.
That hits.
Wow. Getting worse now.
Yeah.
So you like clang off of his shield the first time. There's a flash. He gets like a little bit of confidence back, and he kind of shores up his stance. You can see like smoldering coming out of the back of his armor as he's standing in this firewall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of like grits his teeth, and he kind of like sets up as though he's taking a last stand. You like strike him again, his shield falls to the ground. Strike him a third time, and the tentacles from the axe just go right down his throat and rip him in half.
Oh man.
Oh.
What the fuck?
You know, now that I'm starting to think whatever gave us the quill and your sword is not nice.
All right. I'll just move
Yep.
back here
Okay.
out of the fire.
Holy shit!
Yep. Would you be out of the fire?
Uh,
You're still within, I mean, technically 10 feet?
there.
There you go, you're better.
All right. So the Aegis is no more, and that's the end of your turn. The sharpshooter is going to come sprinting around the corner, and suddenly see Caleb.
Hello.
Hello.
Yep.
And she seems sort of taken off guard a little bit as she comes around the corner, and I think what she does is she's actually going to. She's not going to attack you. Instead, what she's going to do is open the hound cage.
Oh, she has a key too?
It doesn't look as though it's locked. They're just sort of bound. So she like cuts the rope tying the cage open, and that's her action. Houndmaster has no turn.
He can roll at the end of his.
So at the end of the Houndmaster's turn, and you get the sense that the dogs, because there is one sort of like waiting for their master.
Yeah.
In the back there, you get the sense that the dogs actually won't take any defensive action on their own unless they're commanded to. They appear to be very well trained, but the Houndmaster can't talk right now.
Yep.
So end of his turn, he makes a Wisdom save. It's Wisdom, right?
Yep. Wisdom. 14.
Nope. He remains in place, and it is Rosie's turn.
Rosie.
Alright. I am going to move because there's not much to do over here. 25 feet over next to Minchinos. Can I hit any there? Doesn't look like I can.
What's your range?
What movement?
Well, movement and your crossbow range.
I don't know if
You've got
I
a
don't-
hand crossbow, right?
Yeah, but I can't see through the covered wagon.
No,
oh, no,
you
there's
have.
the warhounds, but
Yeah, you can shoot into the cage. I mean,
Don't
you'd
do
have
it.
advantage because they're basically sitting ducks.
They're just
What's
sitting
that?
there
Do
waiting.
it? Saying I shouldn't anger the doggies?
They're good boys.
I wouldn't shoot at doggies anyway.
I
Yeah,
might.
'cause otherwise, there's the woman next to it.
Yes.
I
Mhm.
can hit. But she's 85 feet where I am. What's the range of my crossbow?
I'm gonna say
60 and then disadvantage to a 120.
I think hand crossbows are less.
20.
Ah,
I think they're 2080.
you get disadvantage.
Nope. 30, 120 for hand crossbow.
For hand? Okay. Yeah, you could take a
Still.
disadvantage shot at the sharpshooter.
True, and I could also do. Can I do any more? I can do another Hail of Thorns on it. So yeah, I would have cast Hail Thorn.
Will that hit me?
No, 5 feet.
Oh, okay, good.
You'll hit all
Just
the
hit
dogs,
dogs.
Oh, the poor dogs.
though.
2. Then I will shoot at the nice lady.
That hits.
Okay, and then I roll what? A d10?
Yep. And your spell save is 15?
Yep.
All right.
Look at that damage. Rolled a 1, no wonder.
ugh.
Yeah, I know, them rolls.
Caleb's been rolling good all night, so I mean,
Now you jinxed it though. You had to say something.
I'm fine. Can't jinx what's
Uh,
broken.
Oh, cool. You didn't make the save.
And so she fails to save, takes the extra damage. The dogs both fail as well. You hear a yarf.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
Shrapnel sprays into their cage.
Oh, poor-
They look super sad.
you had to say that.
Like I said in chat, the DM's making us all evil.
I know. I just want to hurt the puppies.
All right, so
used.
I figure we'll finish this round of combat and we'll
Yeah.
call it.
Sure.
So Minchinos.
Sounds good.
All right, so I can still see the quick blade from where I am, right? You said.
Yes, you can actually.
All right, so I'm actually going to take a step down so I can see where Rosie was shooting, and I am going to cast a 4th level Hands out to either side. Not really finger guns, but pretty close. Cast level 4 magic missile, and I'm going to split it between 2 go to the quick blade,
Okay.
and the other 4 go to the sharp.
All right.
So first 2 in the damage roll will go to the quick blade.
Okay.
Nice average. Jeez.
So yeah. So the 4 go to the quick blade, and the 12 go to. No, wait. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, let's put it that way. That's easy.
So the 4 and the
1.
and a 3, right?
4 and
Yeah.
4. So
Yep.
8.
Plus 1. Yeah. Okay. And the rest to the
To the sharpshooter.
sharpshooter? Yep. Okay. So the quick blade gets blasted in the back. They don't look as though they've died, but they do dive to the ground and throw their weapons away and are laying prone face down in the dirt with their hands sort of like on the top of their head.
That's right.
All right. Anything else from Michi?
Yeah, now that I've done that, I'm going to take the rest of my movement and start going up this way.
Okay.
Because that's where I saw the War Priest going.
All right. Ithis.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, looks like we pretty much got this handled here for the most part. I'm gonna fly over to Caleb, staying low to the ground.
Mhm.
I can move that far, right? Like here, maybe.
If you're flying, you can go 50 feet that way.
Okay, yeah. So how far? That's close, right?
Let me measure
I
here.
don't know how close it is. Yeah.
70. You can get to about here. At the end of that arrow.
I'm not seeing your arrow.
Yeah, what arrow?
Oh, you're not? Oh.
Nope.
Apparently my thing is... It's set to show to others.
You're gonna kick
anyway.
the firewall up. The chinos.
That'll do, I guess. Then I'm gonna.
Here.
Yeah, you move me. Okay, got it.
Sorry, I had muted for a second. Yes, I'm leaving it up.
All right. I'm going to Sacred Flame the sharpshooter.
Okay. Alright, sharpshooter is going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Probably they'll beat it.
Fail.
Yeah.
There we go.
So 14 radiant damage sort of streaks from Ithis's hands and slams into the side of her again. And she's starting to notice people sort of like filing out behind that wagon. It looks like she's about to break into like a hasty retreat.
A song.
Yeah, a song as well. The retreat song.
The retreat. Song.
Everybody get the fuck out of here.
Gotta get the fuck out of here.
Caleb, execute your plan. It's time.
We'll step up to the sharpshooter.
To the sharpshooter.
Yep, I'm leaving
You
him.
know,
He's paralyzed. He's not a threat at the moment,
You do auto crit when you're paralyzed.
which is perfectly fine. He's still paralyzed. He'll be there next round.
All right. All right.
As to the sharpshooter, I will raise my hammer,
Mhm.
and I will try to intimidate her and state, "Rescind your false god before the judgment of Odin."
Okay.
I'm waiting
Give
for a
me-
response.
Give me intimidation.
Where's my intimidation? I'm very intimidating.
Well, you're kind of small.
So she is sort of like she's just finished cutting free the dog. She's been slammed into with magic missiles and then sort of a radiant bolt. And you kind of sort of walk over to her and you tell her to sort of like renounce her god. And something about the tone and like the direct attack on her god emboldens her. And she actually stands a little straighter, and she looks you in the eyes, and she goes, "You disgust me."
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it hits. So you kang as you like crush like one of her shoulders.
And from over the tents, us too.
And for good measure, unless she's dead.
She's close.
Good.
And a smoot.
And the smoot with Odin's
Aw.
judgment
Smoot.
coming down.
All right. Yeah, 12 radiant.
Yep. It was reading wrong. Sorry.
All right. How do you want to finish her off? What does the smite look like when you finish off this heretic?
I guess as the hammer comes down, like up right above it would be a radiant eye of Odin, as it comes down onto her face.
And then it just like burns through her skull or something.
Pretty much, yeah. Just leaves like
All right.
like kind of like the Zorro Z, but like an imprint of the eye across the face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Something odd.
So yeah, you brand her. The life leaves her eyes, and she crumples to the ground. Anything else on your turn?
I will step back here.
He's like, peace.
Now you.
Caleb, make me a perception check.
Sure. That's where I am a Viking.
Someone's gonna get stabbed.
Probably. There's the
All right. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go
Ominous.
ahead and
Not
put
at all.
this. I'm just gonna put this little stopwatch icon on your token for no particular reason.
Okay. Yep.
And move on to the war priest.
Yeah.
That's not scary. Not
It's
scary.
not
at all.
ominous. It's fine.
Who in the tent with Beacon of Hope is going to use her only level 5 spell to cure the fuck out of herself. So that's just 8 times 5 healing. The brute is going to make a wisdom save. Nope. He's still in the axe.
Excellent.
And we are at the
Perfect.
top of the
Yeah,
round, and I think we'll call it there. That quick blade is surrendered, so I'm going to remove them from the initiative. Remove the sharpshooter. Houndmaster's sort of still in it.
Yeah.
For the moment.
Yeah. There are 2 others that are sort of still in it, but hidden from the initiative tracker there. Perfect.
Cool.
So we will pick up with Navek's turn. Navek, what is your intention?
What happens if I run by this? Like, go here and
Yeah, and your turn in the range. So if you're just running past it, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can like sprint through it.
As long as you don't pass through the wall itself, you're fine.
All right. Then I'm probably gonna go.
We don't have to take your turn now.
Yeah, I know.
But just
But I want to see.
yeah.
How do I do this?
Pick your token up as though you were moving it, and then press Q every time you want to change direction.
Okay. So I would go there.
Okay.
then
you're basically
try to-
going to where the war priest was.
Yep.
From where you are now, you actually see somebody.
Excellent.
Um,
I guess we're not stopping.
no, we can stop. I just want to give you the
Yeah.
information now, so
Okay.
you can think about it. There's a dwarf sort of in this like tent, sort of covered in like a blanket. They're unarmed. They look like a worker. They look like maybe a miner or something like that. They got like a bunch of like pickaxes and things like that nearby.
Right, excavating at the temple.
Potentially, we will find out next time.
Yep.
Thank you very
Next
much,
time.
everybody.
Thank
Yes,
you, Liam.
Next time.
Thank you, everybody in chat, for coming out to hang out with us.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for chilling with us.
The busy chat tonight.
Warm.
It was good.
Mhm.
Thank you, guys.
We will return with this next Friday at the same time as normal. Sunday night I will be streaming.
Will we do next
What?
Friday?
We are not going
We are
to.
not
Yeah,
doing
I can think so.
I'm away.
Oh, that's
I
right.
can hang out. I can stream with you guys if you want.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
If you want me to pop into whatever stream you're doing.
Not next Friday, then.
Unless somebody Jaegers Minchinos.
If you want somebody to Jaeger Minchinos.
Those are big shoes to fill.
I know. To fill it is. Okay, I can do it.
Does
I'll
he
take
even
on
wear
it.
shoes? I thought he had hoops.
No, I wear shoes.
There's
Uh,
sandals.
We'll figure it
Crocs.
out. It'll be posted on
Hoof Crocs.
social media on what's happening next Friday. Sunday I'll be streaming next. I'll be probably doing some D&D planning, and hopefully if
Yeah.
we get people watching, we can chat about options that we can throw at my soon-to-be new campaign for I'll hopefully be streaming. But other than that, thank you everybody for coming, and have a wonderful night.
Are we gonna raid?